I'm Becky.
I'm Sarah.
And today we're talking about 12 Days to Dash and Lily on Bickering Book Reviews. I forgot to say that part. And this is the sequel to the Dash and Lily's Book of Dares. I don't know why I can't remember that. Which is written by Rachel Cohn, we're going to say, and David Levithan. And this book takes place a year after the first one, and it is about how in the last year their lives have changed a great deal, and Lily has gone through some family issues, which has made her kind of reject the idea of Christmas. And Dash and her brother and their friends all get together to try to give Lily back the Christmas spirit, because she loved Christmas. And where should we start?
I think you should start with your story about David Levithan.
So we are fortunate enough to work in a library system where we have a lot of really cool authors come in, and David Levithan did come in recently, and I bought a copy of the what's the name of the
Dash
book?
and Lily's Book of Dares,
which I really enjoyed. And we waited in line to get it to sign, and I said something to him about the fact that there was going to be a movie, and he said, well, the movie's probably going to be canceled. And I said, but there might still be a movie, and he said, no, the movie has been canceled. And I'm like, but it might still happen. And he said, no, really, the movie has been canceled. And at one point he said to me, you're more disappointed about this than I am. I'm like, but it could still happen.
It is disappointing though, like that.
Yes,
beautiful.
But as I was walking away, I'm like, it could still happen, and he's like, no. Super nice, but it totally cracked me up, and Sarah thought it was hilarious. She witnessed it.
It was good.
So that's my David Levithan story. Super nice guy.
Hopefully somebody really will make it into a movie though.
I really, because I
legitimately.
think it's like a great movie. I think, and it doesn't necessarily need to go to the theater. I think this is one of those movies. I truly believe that still on Gravy Family, but what is it called? Freeform.
Hallmark could
totally buy, or like Disney Channel should buy the rights to these books and turn them into just 2-hour made-for-TV movies. Like the Face on the Milk Carton was when I was in middle school, and I think they'd be awesome. But we are running really long,
to the actual book.
So we were both fans of the first book. I will say I did not enjoy this one quite as much as I did the first one.
Yeah, and I didn't either.
And I think part of my problem was I just didn't enjoy Lily's narration as much as I did in the first book.
Well, I think my problem was there wasn't enough action for me. Like, I liked the fact that this book is about a relationship. It's not that Dash and Lily are soulmates that are destined to be together. It's that relationships go through bumps in the road, and they're experiencing a bump and, working on it. But I think my problem was, the reason why I liked the first book so much is because they were traveling all over New York. Mm-hmm. You don't really get that. I mean, it does kind of happen, but it happens off stage or off screen.
Right.
And I think that's kind of where I was just bored.
I really did like the family dynamics in this. I like the fact that Dash has a complicated relationship with his father. I liked the fact that Lily's parents were kind of muddling through and figuring out where they fit. I love the portrayal of Lily's brother and his boyfriend and then moving forward.
I don't know if I could take the family or leave them. I think it was interesting because a lot of the family dynamics are not what you would typically see in a YA novel. I mean, you've got a stepmother who isn't terrible. You've got,
a stepmother
older
who
family members
so hard.
Who are over. Yeah, she was trying really hard.
She was trying really hard.
Older family members who are in your life and want to stay in your life for an extended period of time. An older sibling kind of growing up himself. I think you don't typically see those in YA novels. I just don't think that I was like, yes!
I don't know. Like I said, I liked it. Maybe it's because everything I've read so much recently is like, I hate everybody. But this was a family that loved each other, and I don't think that's represented, and I liked that. I am a big fan of Christmas, and I enjoyed the fact that there was some Christmas, but didn't totally jam it down your throat for people like Sarah who dislike Christmas.
I'm under the Dash category of how I feel about Christmas, so kind of worked for me. And Lily was not happy with Christmas this time around, so it kind of worked for me as well.
And I can't remember if I already said this, but I like the fact that it felt like Dash grew up a lot in that last year. That he actually did work to try to be like a different person and a better person, particularly for Lily.
Yeah, but the thing is that you kind of were talking about earlier, as far as Lily seemed like she regressed, though.
I know. That's what bugged me.
Assumed that Dash would know everything, and he didn't, and there was a lot of miscommunication, and it was kind of frustrating.
I like the fact that Dash grew up, but it bothered me that Lily didn't. Like I said, I really enjoyed Dash's narration, but Lily's narration just didn't quite get there for me.
Well, I don't think that that's an issue with the writers, though. I think that's just an issue with Lily as a person, as a character. I think I had issues with her, not how she was written or how the story came across.
Right.
So.
So we are going to rate it, and this being right after Thanksgiving, we were told by family members that our rating system is confusing. So we have switched from the different levels to we are just going to rate things on a scale of 1 to 5 by unicorns, unless it is a number 1. When it doesn't deserve to be a unicorn, it is going to be a horse. And I am going to give 12 Days of Dash and Lily 3 unicorns.
See, and I'm at that same level. I'm going to give it 3 unicorns. Not that it didn't make me feel awesome, but it wasn't it wasn't terrible.
It was fun and it was quick. It's like if you want a fluffy Christmas read, it was good.
Yeah.
And that's where we are with this one. So,
Adios.